Okay, so now we're going to look at D major. D major is the next sharp key that's most closely related to G. Okay, so G and D share a tetrachord, and I'll be explaining that in a little bit. But let's go through our steps. I left out one really important thing, which is if you want to find any major scale, find the lowest note on the staff, okay? Because you need to have 8 places to go. So if you started this D up here, you'd be all in the ledger lines, you know. So find the lowest note, okay? Then remember it's line space, line space. Okay. After that, remember what we have to do. We have to actually number them. That's the most important thing, so you know you have 8. Okay. What do we do now? Cut them in half. Don't forget that. Between 4 and 5, that creates 2 tetrachords. Then you can just stick in those half step. Just to remind us, I'm just going to put those in a little bit earlier. What do we have to do? Name the notes, right? Okay, then what do we need that we don't have? A keyboard, okay? So if you don't have a keyboard, make sure you download one on your phone so you can kind of play around with these and figure out how do you actually create major scales using the black keys. Okay, so this is a sharp key. We're starting on D, whole step above D, E, whole step above E. Uh-oh, here we are. So that's not a whole step, so we have to go up. We have to go up to F sharp. So that's why D major has an F sharp in it. Okay, and here we are, whole step above G, whole step above B, whole step above B. Well, from B to C, half step, right? So we have to go up to C sharp, okay? And if we're going to actually be doing this on our our homework, then you just want to make sure you leave spaces between the notes so that you can fit the sharps in there in the scale, okay? In the book, they do it with bass clef. So they're starting on D here, okay? And that means you are going to have to use ledger lines. So I'm just going to get rid of this now. So here's D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cut them in half. Okay, they told you that you had to start on that note. You didn't have any choice, right? Half step, half step. Name the notes. We already know this is F sharp, and we know this is C sharp. When we put that actually on the staff, F sharp, then C sharp. That is the key signature. Okay, the key signature tells you throughout the piece that you always have to play F sharps and you always have to play C sharps. All right.